Can they, pick the right targets?
They've got the comp to try to run over the Wolves. Let's see if they can do it here. Why don't you guys at home tell us what you think? Can the Copenhagen Wolves clinch their final seat at the spring playoffs or not? Tweet us at LoL Esports with the hashtag CW win or GIA win. We'll see what you think once we're loaded onto the Rift. But for now,
of checking that dragon here. But if he walks in, he's going to get it.
Oh, but he just walked right by it, didn't get close enough.
And now he's backing.
Oh, for the Wolves. Wah, wah.
That was a free dragon. When you're mid lane, MYM, if they lose to Rocket, we're going to have the tiebreaker. Now, here's the first TP.
Yep, Soren's going to try to dodge out, goes right back in. Whirlib is going to be caught up by the charm. Airwalks and Pepinero dueling it out. Absolute Zero is on. Meanwhile, down to the bottom, the Glacial Prison is going to mean a first blood going over to Frederick.
Not a whole lot you can do unless you flash the first engage. Youngbuck will find Whirlib. Soren is here still. Snare him, and should get him.
They got the slowdown, twisted advance, a lot of flashes burn. They really want to take down Whirlib. They should be able to do it. And it goes over to Airwalks, but they're going to pay for it with another dragon, as that does get secured up.
But I want to see how he's going to play with his Nashers here.
Oh, Red'll stunned up. There's a lot of Wolves surrounding him right now. Can he make his way out of this one? There is some help in the form of Frederick. There is going to be the Glacial Prison. Absolute Zero going down. The Timbers is also popped. In comes Pepinero, but Soren is still alive and kicking as he dashes around. Unlimited picks up Frederick. Peppy going in, looking for Unlimited again as Audrey is now joining the fray. Oh, Spell Shield, heals, popped around, but the Wolves, they have the upper hand here. They've already taken out 2 members. An Ice Ball goes down. Audrey trying to get a last kill, but he gets blown up by Soren. In comes Pepinero. Lunar Rush. And they're just trying to walk away from him now, but I don't think Airwalks is getting away. There's a charm. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Oh,
Peppy does get Airwalks, but he's going to go down in just a moment unless he can make the outplay. I don't think so. It's going to be all said and done. 3-for-1 for the Wolves.
Yeah, we saw this
quite a lot. Soren himself is going to be waiting here for Pepinero. Airwalks coming around the side as well. Lands the charm. What can Peppy do? There's a lot of damage now. Absolute Zero coming in. Soren might actually go down here. He's ticking away. Airwalks will pick him up. Tried to give that one over, but it was a close call as Soren nearly got evaporated by Peppy.
And we do see some good damage still from Pepinero. As soon as he can get the passive proc, and now Freeze, he's in trouble.
Yes, he is slowed down by the Sejuani. He tries to blow back some damage, but Audrey's going to pick him up anyways. And now it's tower time.
And Whirlib is recalling now. He's sitting in base with Thomas. He's coming in as well. They want to fight.
They know it's going to happen. They're going to need a teleport in from Youngbuck, but he's not going just yet. Oh my goodness, look at that damage as he manages to make his way out. Airwalks with the Absolute Zero. Can they still turn this fight? Whirlib finally gets the kill off on to Soren. And now Youngbuck, the rest of the Wolves, they've got to scatter, but doesn't look like Youngbuck's getting out of that one. 2 quick kills for Giants Gaming. They lose Whirlib for it, but they're about to pick up Dragon number 3 to Fishio.
And that was a very, very good engage from Giants. They saw the Wolves were splitting up. TP came in, Whirlib just recalled. After he pushed in the wave, he recalled, TP'd in, and you saw the damage. The first hit onto Soren there, down to 5 much engage. And that's how we force it. They're going to go for Youngbuck now.
Speaking of engage, yep, they've got him, corralling him right into the trap. Vengeful Maelstrom's on, but I think this is only going to be a matter of time. He burns his flash, but Whirlib's still on the chase. The rest of the Giants are there. What can Copenhagen Wolves really do with this, though? Because there's everybody up in the top side. They're going to try to push. He's going to be flanked by Rydell, dashes forward, and there are suddenly 3 Wolves on his tail. Ignite, the Timbers is down, and they take him out.
On the first time.
Pushed away. This is a short timing window, but Whirlib, he has the teleport available. They started the Dragon. Oh, massive Glacial Prison. Freeze, he's going to get dashed in. The Giants, they hit the on button. Whirlib takes down Freeze, and the Wolves are scattering in all directions. Soren trying to salvage the fight. Youngbuck in the front distracting, but I don't think he's going to live for long. Frederick, he manages to live. 2 Wolves are down, and Giants Gaming, they look like they can secure 4 Dragons here to Fishio.
What an engage from Frederick here. He got 4-man with his ulti, and then TP came in after.
Flashbacks here. It looks like they're going to start this one. A couple of teleports coming in. Dragon's already been started. Can Giants get this and get out or get the fight?
The
they're going to move in. There goes Dragon number 5. In comes the Hecarim, and they're just starting to melt the Wolves. They just don't have anything in the tank. Whirlib, he's going to give his life for this one, but it looks like Giants are going to be able to win this fight as Airwalks goes down to take Midnight, taking the last of his health bar as the rest of the Wolves are scattering again. We see them time and time again just going down. 3-for-1.
Copenhagen Wolves simply cannot get the right team fights.
They certainly cannot. They attempted to take that one. Oh, I bet they are.
Because this opens up for them to tie the Copenhagen Wolves if they beat Fnatic as well for that playoff spot.
Cheering for Giants. It's been an interesting prospect for them as Rydell goes down. Unlimited. He's getting pretty low, but Peppy, that's a double kill over to Freeze. We might have spoken too soon. Not enough damage, really. On the bottom side, you do see one being taken by Audrey in the top. He's going to look to push on inhibitor turrets, but their mid inhibitor's already gone. The Wolves, they're not leaving just yet.
Can Frederick stop some recalls here? Can he stop the recalls?
Inhibitor's going down to the bottom, though.
That's one inhibitor. They got bot lane tower as well here.
In danger, however, of being collapsed on. Or is it going to be the Copenhagen Wolves that get moved on? Unlimited. Oh, so low as Werlib is able to take him out. Now Audrey dashing away. Airwalks. There's the boomerang blade. A lot of damage to him. Going down to about half its health. Wolves need to do something now, but they've found something better. Unlimited after the Glacial Prison just absolutely goes down. Audrey is able to pick up that kill, and the Dragon secured. Werlib coming in for Sword, who's burning away, but he gets a heal. Pepinero picks up Airwalks. Meanwhile, flashes burn. As Airwalks and Unlimited are down, Sword is gonna follow. That is a clean 3 for none. They're looking for even more as Werlib moves away. Youngbuck, oh, they're gonna be able to take him down.
That's an ace.
Unstoppable. They hit the ace. They're gonna get the game. Another Dragon, of course, on top of it. Forget the inhibitor turrets. We're going straight for the Nexus, boys. They've only got one more to clear, and I can't believe it because Giants Gaming have made this playoff race continue.
And that was one of the best games we've seen Giants play. There was no real problems once they got into that mid-game. Laning phase, slow down, nothing really happened. They got caught out a few times when they tried to split up here and like go for this 1-3-1 setup. But as soon as they got into these Dragons, they were the ones who had the right wards down. They got the teleport every single time from Werlib, and that won them so many fights.
Oh yes. Where was this Giant squad all split? They've put themselves in a good position to still be able to fight for their LCS lives.
Yes,
you have to be relieved in that situation. And you can see the smiles on their faces, but where was this team all split long?
Well, it's been a thing for Giants. It's you kind of rolling the dice and you see, oh, did we make the right call right there? Yes, we did. Then suddenly they do well. And other times they, you know, don't really seem to be on the same page. Obviously, Copenhagen Wolves, this means if Elements win, they would be tied and they're gonna play each other. Winner gets into the playoffs, loser sits at number 7 and just basically has a safe spot. No relegation, no playoffs, just ready for next season. So it's not the end of the world.
You can tell they're a bit disappointed, but you know, obviously words of encouragement there from Dentist.
It's still in their hands.
It's definitely not, it's definitely not out of their hands at this point. They still are able to, at the very least, play another game to try and get themselves into the playoffs. But meanwhile, Elements, they got to be popping the champagne because they still have a chance to get in. Maybe not yet. You got to wait until later.
They have a chance, but they're playing Fnatic.
Yes, that's true. It's going to not be the easiest prospect.
It's not going to be an easy game. Despite Fnatic not playing for anything because they already locked this number 2, they're not going to walk in and just...